So there is something else that I want to talk about, and yes, it's part of that controversial thing. Yes, this is about the Custodes. So back when it was confirmed that women can be in the Custodes, there was a massive uproar about it from the screechiest parts of the internet. And I, doing my due diligence, actually began to research the Custodes all the way back from Rogue Trader First Edition all the way to now. Was it truly impossible as people were saying? Were the Custodes only ever males? Did they have that 4th edition thing like the Space Marines did that said, only men? And upon doing my research, doing my due diligence, I found, the Custodes had fuck all until 2017. That was around the time they got their first Horus Heresy Black Book and their Codex for 8th edition, which barely expanded upon a faction that has been around in Warhammer since Warhammer's inception. Hell, through the entirety of 5th, 6th, and 7th edition, the Custodes were never mentioned. They got artwork in 5th edition and a tarot card, read it again, a tarot card in the 6th edition rulebook, with maybe a paragraph or two to their name depicting their fluff, and all their fluff was that they were a brotherhood that defended the Emperor of Mankind, and retconning the fact that they were practically nudists. Hell, we didn't even start learning anything about the Custodes until the First Heretic, i.e., the Word-Bearer's book for the Horus Heresy. And that book depicted them to be fucking idiots. Because they are. But guess who was given the reins to fill out the Custodes fluff? Aaron Dembski Bowden. You know, the guy that wanted women in the Custodes since their inception. Because all the fluff up to that point never confirmed it. Because again, it was either copy and paste 1 or 2 paragraphs from the previous editions about the Custodes for years. The Custodes never had expanded fluff until they got their first Black Book in Horus Heresy and their first Codex in 40k in 8th edition. And those 2 books retconned a massive amount of information that we already knew. All the different orders within the Custodes, those didn't fucking exist. Or at least weren't fleshed out until those books came out. But you really want to know what I'm trying to say here? You can't say, hey, this doesn't work for this faction, because we had barely anything on it for decades. And the guy who was given the job to flesh them out did his fucking job. And made the Emperor look less like a fucking idiot in doing so. And it all comes back to, it's space magic, we can do whatever the fuck we want. You can't say it doesn't work in canon when they didn't have a lot of fluff to begin with.